Happening now, a historic building in Jamestown is under inspection after bricks fell from its roof line earlier this week. Plus, the Chautauqua Lake Pop Summer Concert Series is back after several obstacles get in the way. We hear from the group's owner next.
Well, that comfort air continues for today. We're going to have another day of that. Then the humidity returns. We'll talk about it in detail next as the news at noon starts right now.
Live and on demand, this is WNY News Now.
Part of West 3rd Street in Jamestown will likely remain closed for several days as crews work to examine a historic downtown building where bricks came crashing down to the roadway this week. Thank you for joining us for WNY News Now. I'm Justin Gould. Jamestown's Director of Development, Crystal Surdick, tells us that Buffalo-based contractor R.E. Kelly is now inspecting Hotel Jamestown's facade, which broke apart on Monday. She says the damage is not structural. However, the situation is dangerous to passing vehicles and pedestrians, and that's why the area will remain roped off. Surdick says crews do not have an exact timeline yet, but expect work to last a few days. They are now removing any remaining brick that was damaged.
We tend to see, especially towards the top of the building where the roof line meets, that's typically the brick that will, be damaged over time more often than not, right? Because the water eats away at the mortar, and that's really what the issue is.
Now owned by the Housing Authority, Surdick says the historic Jamestown building recently underwent brick work by the contractor, part of general maintenance. She says in the long term, any loose facade will need to be repaired or replaced. The street will remain closed from Washington to Cherry Streets. A 20-year-old was arrested last week in West Ellicott in connection with an out-of-state rape. Town of Ellicott police say that Cando Flores Bontillas is wanted for rape that allegedly happened in Prince George's County, Maryland. He, police say, was taken into custody as a fugitive from justice last Tuesday afternoon. Officers say he was taken to Chautauqua County Jail. That's where he sits in sheriff's custody awaiting extradition. Well, the return of the Chautauqua Lake Pops will be welcomed by not just one, but two concerts this weekend. After several cancellations due to legal setbacks and inclement weather, the Chautauqua Lake Pops will host their first concerts of the summer on Saturday and Sunday. WNY News Now's Mario Cosentino with more from the group's owner about how far they've come to get back to business.
The concert series was set to start on July 10th, but was canceled after a lawsuit claimed that the event produced an excessive amount of noise and failed to get the proper permit from New York State. The Pops founder and CEO Dan Dalpra says after hard work for many to get a temporary permit, last Saturday's opening concert was canceled by heavy rains. Now, Dalpra is expecting a large crowd at this Saturday's concert, which will be the first of the summer.
Saturday looks awesome. We're going to do a Queen show. The Queen Tribute Show, which is almost a sellout. That'll be great. So there's still some tickets, general admission seats still available. So I hope people will come on out and play and have some great fun.
The concert will start at 8 p.m. and go until 10. This weekend will also feature a Journey concert on Sunday afternoon, which was rescheduled from last week.
We're going to do a doubleheader this week. Saturday will be the Queen, and Sunday will be Journey at 2:30 in the afternoon. So it'll be a fun afternoon show.
As for the lawsuit, Delbra will need to apply for the permanent permit after the summer season. He is frustrated that a small number of community members and those outside of the area put a pause on the concerts, while a larger group signed a petition in support of the event.
We had over 2,000 just local signatures of people signing the petition. So my concern is that I think this is, personally, I just think it's a little selfish and unnecessary that we had to go through this.
This year's event will look a little different for boaters who want to listen in, as the concert speakers will not be directed over the water. Rather, they will have to tune into the concert through FM radio. Delpra doesn't understand why these issues were brought up now after the Chautauqua Lake Pops has been around for 22 years, but he hopes the community will continue to support the event going forward.
So my message to everybody out there, after the number of years we've been doing it, is, speak up, show your support us if you want it, and we'll try to keep it alive.
Mario Cosentino, WNY News Now.
Mario, thank you. To buy tickets for the weekend and for future events, you can check out their website. It's chautauqualakepops.com. Jamestown's finest hit the field last night, raising money for kids in our community. Officers with the Jamestown Police Department joined the Jamestown Old Timers in a charity baseball game at Russell E. Dietrich Jr. Park. Lieutenant Rob Bender was among those who took the field for some friendly competition. He says all proceeds from the night will be donated to the Tim Hortons Cafe and Bake Shop's Camp Day Foundation.
We're just hoping to have fun. The outcome, these guys play, they're pretty good. They play every weekend, and a lot of us haven't swung a bat in 10 years plus. So it's just going to be fun to get out there and swing a bat.
Now, yesterday, the popular coffee shop also hosted their annual fundraiser with proceeds from the business's sales helping disadvantaged kids in the U.S. and Canada. Certainly looks like a lot of fun there last night. Let us know what you think about these stories and more in the comments section down below. We love to hear from you. It's great to see Pam, good to see Diane, Wendy, Ed, and Seth and Butch as well. Hopefully you all are having a great day. We appreciate you tuning in as we get a check of some local news headlines. Well, now let's get a check of that weather forecast. Chief Forecaster Dakota Hunter standing by with a live look from Cattaraugus County. Good afternoon, Dakota.
Good afternoon, Justin, and good afternoon to you. How are you on this Thursday? Man, it's another great day out there. Just a few clouds dotting the sky from downtown Olean. 67 is the current temperature down there right now, and the humidity is remaining low. So that is the good news. Even though it's a little bit warmer than it was yesterday, we're not going to have that humidity to deal with at all today. Satellite and radar shows you just those clouds starting to come on in, and that's pretty much going to be about it. The afternoon is going to be dry. So get out and enjoy the afternoon if you can, because it's going to be fantastic. Now, we are continuing to monitor the water level. Of course, on the Chautauqua River, of course, it was running high because of all the heavy rain over the weekend. Now it has dropped below action flood stage. It's now 3.36 feet. The action stage is 3.5. So we're starting to recede the Chautauqua water level, but it's gradual, which is what we want. We wanted a gradual slowdown, and that's what we've got. So, of course, we'll keep you updated on that as the water level fluctuates here. 69 was the high yesterday. Man, it felt nice. 53 is where we started the day. 94 and 39 are the record highs and lows for today. So through the afternoon, partly to mostly sunny, cool and refreshing. No weather hassles out there to contend with at all. 68 right near the immediate Lake Erie water to 75 inland with that northwest wind. Now we'll have one more day of sunshine, then the humidity returns. We'll talk about it in detail a little bit later in the show. Justin.
'Tis the summer season, Dakota. We'll see you back in 10 minutes. Thank you. The city of Jamestown is among municipalities across New York that will receive funding to combat gun violence. New York Governor Andrew Cuomo announced that $16 million has been allocated to launch workforce training job placement programs in 20 cities around the state. Jamestown specifically is going to get $225,000. The money will be used to create 45 new jobs for 18 to 24-year-olds here locally. The new program is part of Cuomo's gun violence disaster emergency declared this month. Well, 6 months and 1 day after taking office, President Joe Biden has made his third presidential visit to the key swing state of Ohio. He took questions in a town hall on a number of issues his administration and the nation face right now, especially concerns over the Delta variant and the economy. Karen Kafa with the highlights.
With the fast-spreading Delta variant and cases on the rise, President Joe Biden says the COVID-19 pandemic is now among the unvaccinated.
If you're vaccinated, you're not going to be hospitalized, you're not going to be in an ICU unit, and you're not going to die.
Just past the 6-month mark of his presidency, and with a list of challenges beyond COVID-19, Biden took questions at a CNN town hall in Cincinnati, Ohio. It's a swing state he lost in 2020 with a midterm race that could determine whether Democrats hold a Senate majority beyond 2022.
On this vote,
a key vote Wednesday showed just how crucial the balance of power is to the Biden agenda. Senate Republicans blocking a vote to start debate on a $1.2 trillion bipartisan infrastructure bill. That bill, a top White House priority, especially amid worries about U.S. economic recovery.
It's going to not only increase job opportunities, it's going to increase commerce. It's a good thing, and I think we're going to get done.
Biden was also asked why he won't move to end the filibuster, the tactic used to delay bills which can only be defeated by 60 votes in the Senate.
You're going to throw the entire Congress into chaos and nothing will get done. Nothing at all will get done. And there's a lot at stake. The most important one is the right to vote.
Democrats can't move ahead with their voting rights legislation in the Senate because their majority is too slim. In Washington, I'm Karen Kafa.
All right, Karen, thank you. Coming up, a local senator addresses the blood shortage here in Western New York, his call to those living in Chautauqua and Cattaraugus counties. And later, a local dance group is on their way to an international competition. A look at their routine they hope brings them home the gold. Stay with us as WNY News Now continues.
With coverage that matters, this is WNY News Now.
Located along the Amish Trail, the Randolph Retail Company offers a variety of clothing, jewelry, and gifts for any occasion. Offering uptown merchandise at small-town prices, our locally owned business balances quality and value. With complimentary gift wrap here at the Randolph Retail Company, we pride ourselves in personal service. Check out our Facebook page or stop in today at 127 Main Street, Randolph, just a 20-minute drive from Jamestown.
EagleZip.com is your local one-stop shop for all of your home and business computer needs. Located on Fluvan Avenue Extension, just outside of Jamestown, EagleZip.com sells and services all brands of desktops and laptops, as well as servers and network equipment for your business. All new computer sales include transferring your data from your old computer plus a 2-year warranty. Call EagleZip.com today.
Stop by EagleZip.com today and let us make computers easy for you.
Have the best summer ever with endless adventures at Girl Scout Summer Camp. Financial aid available, open to all girls. For more information, call or go to gswny.org.
You're watching WNY News Now, where coverage comes first.
A push to raise awareness about the blood shortage in Western New York is underway. New York State Senator George Borrello highlighted that issue during a blood drive yesterday at Southern Tier Healthcare System in Olean. Borrello, while giving blood during the drive hosted by Connect Life, explained the importance of giving, especially in our community.
The blood stays local, so that's important to point out too. The blood that you donate will likely help a friend or neighbor, someone you know, someone in need right in your own community.
Now, earlier in the spring, the Red Cross reported a severe lack of blood despite a recent influx in drives and in donations. The organization says the need for blood is still exceeding the supply available. The group is asking donors of all types to come forward, but especially those with type O and those who would give platelets. To find a donation drive near you, head online to redcrossblood.org. Well, New York Attorney General Letitia James is proposing a $26 billion agreement to give relief to those struggling with opioid addiction. According to her website, the move would resolve claims against some of the nation's biggest opioid distributors over their roles in creating and fueling the opioid epidemic. New York communities that have been affected will get up to $1.5 billion to fund prevention, treatment, and recovery programs. The agreement also requires industry changes aimed at ending the opioid epidemic altogether and preventing anything like it from happening again. Well, chaos erupting at the Capitol after House Speaker Nancy Pelosi rejected 2 Republicans selected by House Minority Leader Kevin McCarthy to serve on the committee investigating the January 6 riots on Capitol Hill. John Lawrence with more.
This is the people's house, not Pelosi's house.
House Minority Leader Kevin McCarthy slamming House Speaker Nancy Pelosi for rejecting 2 of his picks to sit on the January 6th Select Committee.
Unless Speaker Pelosi reverses course and seats all 5 Republicans, we will not participate.
We have a bipartisan quorum. We can proceed.
What was it about Jordan and Banks in particular? Because Nels also voted to overturn the election.
That was not the criterion, as I told you yesterday.
Yeah, what was the criteria?
Read my statement.
Speaker Pelosi's statement reads in part, quote, with an insistence on the truth and with concern about statements made and actions taken by these members, I must reject the recommendations of Representatives Banks and Jordan to the Select Committee. The only Republican left on the January 6th Select Committee, Congresswoman Liz Cheney, says she supports Pelosi's decision.
She accepted 3 others. She objected to 2, one of whom may well be a material witness to events that led to that day, that led to January 6th. The other, who disqualified himself by his comments in particular over the last 24 hours, demonstrating that he is not taking this seriously.
Now McCarthy is vowing that Republicans will launch their own investigation into January 6th.
We'll look at anything that built up of what caused this place to not be protected, and we'll look to make sure that it never happens again.
I'm John Lawrence reporting.
John, thank you. The House Select Committee will move forward with its investigation into the January 6 riots and is slated to hold its first hearing next week. Well, the Chautauqua County Humane Society is teaming up with Erie, Pennsylvania animal shelters to host an adoption event this coming weekend. Dubbed the Pawpalooza Adoption Event, the Humane Society has partnered with the Erie Animal Network and the Anna Shelters. Pets will be up for adoption on Saturday from 11 to 3 at the Erie, Pennsylvania PetSmart, which is at 7451 Peach Street. In total, over 50 pets will be looking for their forever home. To learn more about the Humane Society, check out their website at chqhumane.org. And it'll be an exciting day for our Pet of the Week segment tomorrow as we plan to give you a little more information about that. And if maybe you're planning a day out to Erie, do a little shopping, you can pick up a pet too. Who wouldn't love that? Let us know what you think about these stories and more in the comment section down below. Great to see Kyle, Debbie, John, Linda, and Ann. Hopefully you all are having a wonderful day out there. We appreciate you tuning in. Well, now let's get to Chief Forecaster Dakota Hunter, who is our favorite friend here in the studio, because today...
You were going to say favorite pet, weren't you?
I wasn't going to say pet. You're not a pet. You're your own individual. And you bring us great news because I hear that summer is on its way back for those of us who really like the summer weather anyways.
Well, if you're a fan of the heat and the humidity, some of it's going to be on the way, but we didn't have that this morning. Let's take a look at the low temperatures this morning, and man, it was refreshing. 53 here in town, 50 in Randolph, 55 Fredonia, 56 Dunkirk, 50 in Olean. You want to go lower? How about 45 in Bradford, 48 in Clymer at the Maisonette site. So it was a chilly, I don't want to say chilly, but it was a cool, refreshing start to the day. And we're going to have at least one more of that come tomorrow. So here's the weather headlines. ROLAIDS spells relief. Anybody remember the old Rolaids commercial? Yeah, I do, because I'm old. Take it easy, Eagles weather. That's what we've got going on for the next couple of days. We're staring at the sun, Post Malone, today and tomorrow. And in the words of Garth Brooks, the thunder rolls late Saturday and going into Sunday. So all the weather headlines were famous songs and catchphrases. So there you go. HD News Now Cam shows you the, yes, there you go. HD News Now Cam shows you a few puffy clouds. We're at 66 right now. Variable wind, dew point not an issue. So again, it's a nice day. So get out and enjoy the outdoors because we've got only one more day of that and then it all changes for the more humid air. Now, something I wanted to mention here, this is First Defense Doppler radar running in a time lapse, and you see this stuff right here. It's kind of doing this. It's not really moving. So some people ask me, what is this? And what this is actually the wind farms that are in Arkwright and Cassadaga. So we worked up a little graphic to kind of show you how this works. So the radar here is located at the Buffalo Niagara International Airport in Cheektowaga. That's where the Buffalo radar is located. Here we have our makeshift wind farm here. And the way radar works, we mention this all the time, the way radar works, the beam doesn't go in a straight line. The Earth curves. Well, the beam goes in a straight line, the Earth curves. So as you get farther away from the radar site, the beam gets higher and higher. So as the radar beam is sent out, so here's the differences. The Arkwright wind farm is 46 miles from the Buffalo radar, 49 miles from Cassadaga. So as the beam is sent out, the radar beam at its base 0.3 degree elevation, you can see how the radar beam clips the tops of those wind turbine blades. So ultimately, some of that gets returned back to the radar, and that's what you get, is you're actually seeing the wind turbines showing up on radar. So that's what that is. It's not precipitation and it's not aliens. It's just the wind turbines. So here we go with the muggy meter over the next couple of days. Refreshing air today and tomorrow. Enjoy it, but look at where it goes. As we go into the weekend, into early next week, we'll be back into that humid and muggy category once again. But it's July. It's supposed to be hot and humid. That's the way it's supposed to be. Now this line right here, this broken line, is called a trough. This is colder air coming on in from the northwest, high pressure ridge set up to our northwest. So this is going to stay in place through tomorrow, but that's not going to last very long. So here's the newest run of future scans. See a few little blobs here. That's not going to happen. Future scans being way too over-mystic with the rainfall. So there will be no rain today. None of that's going to happen. Partly to mostly sunny skies today. Partly cloudy tonight. Tomorrow, we'll do it all over again. A few more clouds tomorrow. Partly to mostly sunny. And it still remains comfortable. Temperatures nudge up a couple of degrees, but the humidity won't come up with it. So it'll be a fantastic day. So here's where the temperatures are going through the afternoon hours today. Likely lower 70s for much of the area, warmer than it was yesterday. What are you doing this afternoon? Get out and do it. It'll be fantastic. Next 7 days coming up right now, 75 tomorrow, cool in the morning, starting around 53 here in the city. On Saturday, we'll see the influx of more heat, more humidity, a late day shower or thunderstorm. A better chance for more showers and storms on Sunday, 79, but more humid, sun and cloud mix Monday. And the temperatures return into the lower 80s, but at least should be mainly dry through at least mid next week. We will take a break. Be right back. Don't go away.
With coverage that matters. This is WNY News Now.
I don't think that many kids in my son's school even do it.
He makes fun of his friend who vapes.
He would never try it.
She's into soccer.
She's on the honor roll.
She's just not the type.
No way.
No way.
No way.
No way, my kid would never vape.
Get your head out of the cloud. Today, nearly 8,000 kids will start vaping, maybe even yours. Learn about the dangers at talkaboutvaping.org.
It's not just what we say, it's what we do.
Local first. It isn't just our slogan. It's our mindset every single day. So whether you're watching our daily live streams or staying up to date with reports on our website and mobile app, you'll always see the same attention to detail from reporters who passionately care about our community, who have one goal in mind, to always put the facts first.
For me, it's more than just getting the forecast right. What I love the most about my job is that I come into work every day to help break down the weather, letting people know how this is going to impact their day. We take pride that First Defense Weather is the only local weather team in the Southern Tier. We don't just copy and paste our weather from outside sources. Every part of our forecast is handmade right here in-house, something our team really takes pride in.
What matters to you matters to us. Every story, every day. WNY News Now, where coverage comes first.
I'm a survivor. I'm a survivor. I'm a survivor.
Testicular cancer is the leading form of cancer in men aged 15 to 35.
1 in 250 men will be diagnosed with testicular cancer.
But 98% will survive if detected early.
As a survivor, I believe early detection is the key. Learn how to do a testicular self-exam and other important facts about testicular cancer at oneball4tc.com.
News Now, your source for breaking news.
A Randolph area dance studio is getting ready to take part in an international competition next week. WNY News Now's Christian Reithmiller joining us in studio with more on this group of young dancers' hard work. Christian.
Justin, Expressions Performing Arts Center will be competing in the World Dance Championships in New Jersey on Monday. The studio's owner, Melissa Anderson, tells us that qualifying for this competition was no easy task.
The Star Dance Alliance, which is comprised of several of the major dance competition circuits in the United States, they take all of their regional winners from regionals all over the world, and that's the only way you get to compete here is if you get an invite to this competition.
This isn't the first time this group has been called to the competition. In fact, over the years, they have competed and done quite well.
We've been really blessed and really lucky. I think Marissa and Danielle would agree that we never in a million years expected when we got the first bid that it was going to happen. And then we thought that was really great and that was really lucky and that was awesome. And we came back and we worked really hard the next year and it happened again. And now it's happened again, and every year a few more groups qualify.
Not only fueled by their successes, the group shares their further impact the studio has had on their lives. 18-year-old Brianna Winship and 13-year-old Madeline Connor say that being able to dance, in addition to the coach's support, have also supported them in many mental health aspects.
When I say that Melissa is literally a second mother to me, I'm not lying. For even everything out of dance, whether you're struggling in school, mentally, if you're having friend problems, she does not hesitate to jump on it and help you out no matter what it is.
When I'm stuck at home or when I'm dealing with, online school or just being isolated from the outside world, coming here and being able to interact with my family, my second family, it's helped me to release myself from all the anxiety and pressure.
10-year-old Peyton Hale explains that she's extremely grateful to be able to dance.
And I'm really happy that I dance here, and the great teachers that teach here, and all my friends are here. I'm just really excited that we get to compete this year.
They will have 4 dances performing next week, including their senior tap, senior jazz, the Palm group, and an additional senior tap group. Those interested in watching these upcoming performances should check out worlddancechampionship.com. You can also follow the Expressions Performing Arts Center on Facebook. Justin and Dakota, back to you.
Wow, incredible story as they get ready for a lot of hard work. And I know that there's been a lot of hard work that's gone into this, right, Christian?
Right.
So it's pretty incredible. And I hear yesterday you got a pretty good first-hand look at one of their performances.
Right, they demonstrated a few of the performances. We got a sample of some of the stuff they're going to be performing, and Justin, it's very impressive.
Yeah, let's take a look at that. That really is impressive. How does she do that? Dakota, I'd fall down and break my neck.
I would not be able to. Well, you see, even with the foot in the hula hoop,
yeah,
I am not that flexible. I'd probably be able to get my leg up there, but I probably wouldn't be able to get it back down.
Right. We'd get stuck. So, Christian, thanks so much for sharing that with us. Really, really, really incredible. And I think just another amazing reason why this community is as great as it is. Just let us know what you guys think about that in the comments.
Maybe they should go on AGT.
They should. I thought about that last night. It's ironic because I just watched AGT from this week last night. And I'm like, this would be perfect. You never know. Well, the weather tonight is perfect. I hear good for sleeping.
Yes, another good sleeping night. Let's go in there and take a look at it. 51 to 60 tonight, partly cloudy and quiet, but there will be some patchy River Valley fog redeveloping by the morning hours, Justin.
Yeah, so certainly going to want to keep our eyes on that, Dakota. I know it was a foggy start today, so careful out there on the roads. Well, that's going to do it for us. Of course, news continues 24/7 at WNYNewsNow.com and on our mobile app. Here's a live look from Peaches and Cream over Whedon Park, right there in Randolph. When you are on the go, stay in the know by downloading our free app. You just search WNY News Now in the Apple App Store and the Google Play Store. We are back tomorrow with our TGIF edition and our special Pet of the Week segment too. So stay tuned for that. We'll see you here live at noon.